You know, there's a thing or two you could teach Tony Stewart's gas man.
We're clean.
I almost just destroyed the entire studio.
Well, I'm against it. I'm against it.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's Rowdy.com Big Three, where we talk NASCAR racing. My name is Bass Masters. That is Buzz Cutler. Yes, I know, the strange-looking thing to my right. That's you.
I'm a that now?
Today you're a that. Tomorrow, maybe something else. We have three big burning issues, and you've got them on that little sheet of paper there.
I do.
Okay.
Would you like to sing the first one? Got to be starting something. Right? Because Brian Vickers says maybe this race, the Dover race, where he got his first top 5 of the season, was his version of starting something.
Okay, despite the fact that what you just did was incredibly disturbing, I think it's a pretty cool day for Brian Vickers when he comes out and runs 5th at Dover, the very track which was the first race he missed last season when they discovered the blood clots.
We just had a lot of bad luck this year in fast cars, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. You just got to keep charging. You can't give up, and that's what today was for us.
This is interesting for Vickers because he's got the rest of this year. His contract expires at the end of the season. He's probably not going to make the chase, but what can he show? What can he do? What can that team achieve in the remaining races?
I will tell you what they can achieve.
Okay.
So far, in the first 11 races of this season, he has 5 finishes of 30th or worse. The most important thing, the best thing he can do is to get rid of those bottom-end finishes. If he can start karting top 25s or top 20s on a regular basis, that would be huge at this point for that team.
Well, I think it would say a lot about the team and their quest to achieve consistency. But if I'm Brian Vickers, the race car driver...
And you're not. Let's just be clear.
Well... yeah. If I'm Brian Vickers, the race car driver, I'm saying this. What I want to show is speed and good finishes. I'm not as concerned, if I'm the driver, about bad finishes. What I'm
5 out of
concerned
11. 5 out of 11.
No, I understand it's terrible. I get it. But what I want to show is that top 5 speed that he showed on Sunday. That's what I want to show as a driver, that I'm capable of running up front. Yes, there's some bad luck from time to time, but I'm capable of taking a fast race car and driving it to the front. I've got a contract expiring. I want to show people I'm fast. Consistency, I'll worry about that later. I'm serious, and I know I'm always preaching consistency, but for this team at this time, you need to show me some speed.
I think it's more important at this point to show consistency.
Well, there we disagree.
All right. Issue number 2. Speaking of lack of speed, let's talk a little bit about Mark Martin. Here's another guy who recorded his first top 5 of the season.
I don't think he's had that problem
at Dover. You think he's had the speed?
He's had a decent amount of speed.
He's had like top 15 speed on occasion.
Yeah, he's had like Dale Jr. speed.
He's not going to make the chase either, but
he's in 11th, Cutler.
He's in 11th because he's only had 1 finish worse than 20th. It's interesting because both he and Brian Vickers have 4 top 10s and 1 top 5, but Mark Martin doesn't have the bottom-end finishes.
Well, and look how much better in the points Mark Martin is doing based on that.
11th.
This is a savvy race car driver. For all the lousy luck he's had and really no signature races until Sunday at Dover, he's 11th in the points. So that says to me, you look at guys we were all, ooh, wow, look at them. They're making all this noise. Paul Menard, Juan Montoya, A.J. Allmendinger. Where are they? They're all behind Mark Martin, in back of him. So to say Mark Martin cannot make the chase is crazy talk. He can most certainly make the chase.
You're saying Mark Martin will make the chase? That's crazy talk, my friend.
We'll see.
Mark Martin's not going to make the chase, but neither is Juan Montoya, Paul Menard, or A.J. Allmendinger. None of them are going to make the chase. Because Mark Martin is not going to be turning in these top 5 finishes on a regular basis. There's been nothing as of yet to indicate that he's going to do that.
2nd at Dover. Bada boom. Mark Martin, I'm not saying he's going to make the chase, by the way. Don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, you said it. You said it.
You can't act like he's some kind of weird long shot to make it. Because he's in 11th, and he's had basically a nothing season so far. So he's more than capable. If he improves his performance that much, he'll be in the chase.
Okay, Mark Martin is ahead of Denny Hamlin in the standings, but who do you think is more likely to make the chase?
I would say Denny, probably right now.
Enough said.
But not by a lot.
Okay.
Okay?
Issue number 3. At the end of the race yesterday, it was Sunday, wasn't it?
It was Sunday,
At the end of the race on Sunday, Fox unloaded a big surprise on all of us.
Yes, they did.
By throwing this little split-screen commercial race dealy-bop our way.
Yeah.
Did you care? I didn't care. Didn't do anything for me.
I think it was fabulous. I think it was fantastic.
As a fan or as a guy who's interested in sort of the economics and the media?
What's the choice? What's the choice? The choice is cut away to commercial.
Yeah.
Or the choice is put the commercial on the screen, leave the race over here with the audio from the commercial. Now, as an advertiser, I'm happy because people aren't flipping away from the race.
I get it as an advertiser.
Wait a second. They're not flipping away from the race. They're staying here. Sure, they've got one eye on the race, but one eye on my commercial and one eye on the race is better than no eyes on my commercial because they flipped somewhere else. Now, from the race fans' point of view, they're not missing the race. One eye on the race and one eye on the commercial is better than two eyes on the NBA or wherever I flip to avoid the commercial. So it's a win-win for everybody.
It's a win for the advertiser. As a race fan, as a guy watching the race, I didn't care. I even found it a little annoying because I was like,
you'd rather have had a full commercial.
Where am I
Is that what
supposed
you're
to
saying?
be? Where am I supposed to be watching?
Poor Buzz Cutler.
Because I'm not that smart.
I know that, Cutler, but I think most people look. It's there for you if you want it. You focus on it with one eye. If something happened, if there was a wreck or something happened, then you'd know it happened.
Look, I don't have a problem with split screen, but let's just acknowledge that it's all about the advertiser and it's not really about the race fan. It doesn't really do anything for the race fan.
It's about both, because by serving the race fan a little bit, you're also helping the advertiser. Granted, it's not as sticky like, say, Orbit's gum. It's not Orbit sticky until you really work the products into the programming itself.
If you could actually work the product in, that would be the crowning moment.
Yeah,
that
like
Crown Royal. If you could work Crown Royal into the actual
programming,
see, that would be God, you can't even open the bottle.
You really have something. This Orbit's gum is delicious, by the way.
You know, after a swig of that, I need some Orbit's gum here.
Here.
Thanks, but I
gum
don't.
And
Canadian whiskey? I should probably just finish the whiskey before I
would.
Okay. Well, we're going to continue to drink whiskey. You go about your business, do whatever you were going to do. We'll be back tomorrow with some more NASCAR goodness.
Absolutely.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
You know what? You could also work in Goody's headache powder after you drink.
You could have done that.
Crown
Goody's
Royal.
headache powder, but we don't have any on us right now.
All right.
Say what like it is.
Rowdy.com.